servicing the tractor gets into servicing the mower deck, the cutting units, whatever is attached to this mower on a regular basis. This one gets into storage, and at the very end gives you specifications. I'm going to give you an assignment here in a little while, and that assignment will be looking up specifications. In the operator's manual, specifications comes at the very end of the book. It tells me how many quarts of oil does my engine use? What brand is my engine? How many cylinders does it have? What is the displacement of my engine? What is my starting system? What kind of air filter does it have? What kind of fuel system does it use? And what's the capacity of my fuel tank? All that kind of information that you would need to know is going to be located in the specifications chart in the very back of this book. And they're going to give you several pages of information. And then the very end will be the index. If I was to look in a Toro manual, this is a Toro manual for a Greensmaster 3. Not a very big book. And half of this book is actually service and maintenance. And so this particular book, basically the operator's manual on how to operate it. The very front page is my table of contents and how to identify your machine. Over here is my safety instructions. They have one page with some other ones mixed in. Safety instructions is basically 2 pages versus 7. Safety decals, if you lost the decal off of it, you could look in here. It'll tell you what the decal was supposed to say, so you can remark it. Specifications for Toro is going to be in the front of the book instead of the end of the book. They're going to give you general assembly instructions, because when they send you a new machine, it's going to be in parts, and they don't have instructions in it. They're going to go through controls. Instead of having pages of controls, they're going to give you a picture, and they just label it. So they don't give you a description of what that lever does. They just give you a name for it. Know your controls. Pre-operation instructions. They tell you how to check the oil, check the air filter, check the safety circuit. They give you 2 pages on that. Operating instructions. You have 1 page on how to operate this machine. Then they get into maintenance. And the maintenance is pretty brief, but it has the specifications that you would need to adjust the brakes, check the oil, check the battery, check the air filter, and do some troubleshooting. Here they have a maintenance, and it gives you a hydraulic schematic on how the hydraulic flows. Where do the hoses go and how do you connect them? So if I'm going to change the hoses and I take them all off, I know how to hook them back up. This is the stuff that you'll find mainly in the tech manual for a John Deere, but they've included it in the operator's manual. And I don't think there is a tech manual for this machine, because they've included that information in this operator's manual. So all their specifications of maintenance that you'll find in a normal tech manual is found in the operator's manual here. This is the operator's manual for a Greens King 4, and they do the same thing. Half of this book is the operator's manual. So this is the operator's manual, and this is the parts manual. So we actually have 2 books in one here. If I want to look up a part number for something, it's in the back. And in the front is storage, adjustments. This is my safety page. It's in the front cover, so it gets lost easily enough. Tells me how to order parts, where do I find the serial number, and that'll be something you'll be looking up. And then specifications is in the very front.